Welcome to the Celebrity Gourmet Podcast, where we feature top bakery and specialty food entrepreneurs from around the world and share stories and tips on how to create a successful life in the baking world.
Hi, I'm Odette Danello, the host of Celebrity Gourmet Podcast, where I interview food entrepreneurs, especially from the bakery space, to hear how they live fun lives with financial freedom while running their businesses. Today's episode is brought to you by Celebrity Gourmet Ventures, Celebrity Cake Studio, and Dragonfly Cakes, a family-owned and operated specialty bakery in Tacoma, Washington. At Celebrity Gourmet, we have been baking joy into all of our artistically designed cakes and desserts for 23 years. We are proud to work with a vibrant team of cake designers and bakers who help you celebrate the sweet moments in your lives. We have received numerous awards, winning Best of Western Washington for many years in a row, and various small business accolades. To learn more about how you can celebrate yourselves or the ones you love, visit celebritycakestudio.com and dragonflycakes.com or email us at info@celebritycakestudio.com. Before introducing today's guest, I want to give a big thank you to Entrepreneur Organization Seattle for introducing me to our amazing guest and my good friend, Natalie Bleifuss of Pie Bar.
Hi. Hey, boo.
Natalie. So,
All right.
Natalie, who I met through EO Seattle, owns an amazing company, Pie Bar, and she's going to talk about how she went from her humble beginnings to create a pie booze empire that's being franchised around the country. And if you can see, Natalie is currently taking a break from jet skiing.
I'm on my jet ski in the middle of the lake. Yes. I do my best work in the middle of nowhere.
Amazing. So
Yeah.
Natalie, tell me about what's amazing in your life today.
Oh, today it's I'm in the middle of a lake. I feel just lucky and blessed to be where I'm at. Entrepreneurship in this industry is not easy, and I feel like I've made it through the gauntlet of restaurateur Armageddon, and I feel lucky to be on this side after everything we've been through in the last 4 years. Yeah. So,
and when we're talking about our industry, we're talking about the bakery, specialty food, the restaurant space, correct?
Yes.
So tell me
Correct.
about this. Tell our audience about your business really quick. And
all right. So I started 11 years ago with my identical twin sister. We both were stay-home moms. And she could bake and I could sling drinks. And we wanted to be together. She had 3 kids. I had 2 kids. And so we created a business that we both did something really well. And so she baked pies and I made drinks, right? So we opened our first pie bar, 14 seats, Capitol Hill on Olive and Melrose, with a to-go window. If you can't fit, you take it to go model for 11 years. It's like we planned for what has been coming. And yeah, we revenue capped month 1. We had this adorable little space, like ambiance. I'd say for me, I have the rules of my company, right? Like you have to host my dinner party, right? Every night was a dinner party. Number 2 is you're a part of a team. And number 3, keep your shit at the door. So we started at 14 seats and revenue capped month 1. And that's the beginning of an empire that we created.
amazing. And when you created that model of like a pickup window as if we prepared for what was to come, I take it you're meaning what happened in 2020 when the whole world shut down.
Yes. Oh, it shut down. Yeah. And I think the biggest part is, when you first open a bakery or any idea and you're creative and you execute it, right? We executed this really cool model of two identical twin sisters that had this big, huge idea, right? So, I mean, we couldn't afford a huge rent space. So we started like low rent in Cap Hill on a really special, like, oh, it was magical corner, right? So I'd say, what, I don't know, like we already were kind of, we're from small town gold bar girls, so we knew that like if you can't fit, you got to take it to go. And we knew we'd build the best like ambiance space. But so yeah, and so we built all our models off that, right? So yeah,
That's brilliant. The whole low overhead. I feel like
correct.
a lot of entrepreneurs who have the idea of opening up a bakery, they dream of these premium spaces and they
No.
find their life away. Can you speak a
We,
little bit more about that?
yes.
I think that's
So I'd say it's actually epic. So we started with 60. So I become an electrician in my older years, but we started with 60 amp power. Like we were like, we're going to run the oven. So my sister was a baker and I'm going to do the bar at nighttime. So like we only had 60 amps of power. So like we started this and then she would like turn on the oven and then we'd have blackouts for the first couple months. Like every like 10 minutes, you're like, oh shit, you can't bake. Wait, I'm serving booze? What the heck? So we started in such a small space, we didn't think about electricity. So yeah, so we really wanted to be together, but the electricity didn't allow us.
oh, that
Yes.
is so funny. The electricity is such a consideration when you have a
Oh
space.
my God. Huge. Now,
It,
I mean, yes, massive. Yeah. So now I know I'm actually electrician now, so I could do it and run all the lines and everything. But yes, no one ever tells you like, hey, this is your dream and go big or go home. But like, hey, why look at the electrical panel?
oh, you are actually an electrician?
Yeah, no, I built all my food trucks. So actually, like at this point, I'm an electrician, I'm a plumber, I'm a GC, all my projects. Yeah, no, I think I can do most everything but HVAC. I can replace all of my like hydraulic pie press parts. Yeah, I can do everything but HVAC after 11 years.
Amazing. And how did you do that? Because when you own a bakery, fixing machines is,
Yes. You don't want to wait for people. So you got to get it done, right? So like I always said, if somebody's making minimum wage coming to fix your things, you can't be lazy, right? You got to pull up the manual and figure out how to fix it yourself or call the people that made the machine, right? So I learned how to work on all my machines because I didn't want to wait, right? Because it's 2 or 3 days down. You can't make it. That'll make or break you in the early days, right? So I learned how to be a mechanic, right?
I am so inspired. I am
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
inspired. I love that because I do end up waiting for people to fix things. Like I have a
Yeah.
food tools machine that's just sitting there. It's a cutter that's just
Give
sitting.
it to me.
Really? I am giving it to
I'll
you.
fix it. I
Really?
promise you, I can fix everything. I literally anything. Yes. I built two food trucks with my own hands. I have arthritis in my right hand. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I built them from the ground up myself in the COVID. And yeah, I did all the work myself and had them stamped, L&I, health department, everything. Yeah, I did it myself.
That's
So pretty
incredible.
rad.
You absolutely inspire me. I have a little truck that I had in 2015. It took 6 months to get L and I to do it, and it still leaked. And we are now donating it because it's
Well, you
like,
should give it to me and I'd fix it in like a day. Stop it. And then all the L&I people, like, there's so there's not many there. They're short staffed, right? It's like government agency in a way, right? So, but they become your like biggest cheerleaders because they watch somebody in this, in the COVID, right? We call it like step up and do all their own work, right? So they respect me. And so when I call them, I'm like, hey, once I built the first truck, stamped, and then they stamped the next one. Like, yes, like the next, like once I finished the second one, they just stamped it. And they're rooting for me, right? Because, not many people can step up and build a food truck. And
Not people.
I built it from, I got a Mercedes model, right? So I didn't have to cut a hole in it. And then you just roll the door open, and then you have this display pie case that comes out, right? So it's really cool. I think in times like that, Elle and I and the health department, all of us came together, and I was like a cheerleader for, uh, evolving and inspiring to do something that most people would do, right? And I wasn't scared because I'm from Gold Bar, Washington. I grew up on dirt bikes and fixing things and modded so many cars as a kid, like, right? So for me, it was almost an inspiration to be that person in those times.
I am so inspired,
Well,
specifically because, I think mainly I have this block that, you know, I have to have my husband do that, or my cousin do
mm-mm.
that, or my brother do that, or because I'm a girl, I'm a woman.
You can do it.
I
Yeah.
know. I am so inspired. Absolutely. Because there's nothing more frustrating than trying to do production and your machine's breaking down,
Fix
or,
them. Yes.
or buying something and then it takes time to
Mhm.
wait for somebody to fix it and then it's not right.
I think the most important thing is, like, I have like Danar, he's ace of trades. Like, when the COVID hit, like, I always like watch people when they come out. I watch them, what they do. Like, and so I watch them fix whatever needs to be fixed. If it comes from like the controllers and my, you know, uh, in my refrigerator equipment, or like, I watch everybody when they fix something. I watch it. I note the parts they use, and then I just mimic and I video it sometimes. I record them, so like have the tools to do it if I have to by myself, right? So I think that the key is, you know when you can be down a couple of days or a week, even like with like a pie press, right? Like, they
Right.
only make them in one place in Chicago, right? So I had to learn how to be like, a hydraulic equipment person, right?
Yeah.
Because I could be down a week, and that's 100 grand.
Right.
So I think the biggest thing is, like, watch the people that fix your machines, right? And then record it, and then watch it again until you can fix it yourself, and rely only on yourself.
Rely only on yourself. I'm telling you, you have absolutely inspired me because I have that hydraulic machine and I'm thinking,
I'm taking it for me. I'm literally gonna. I'll be
Natalie,
there tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow.
I'm
I promise.
absolutely sending 2 of my food tools machines to you.
I promise. No, I'll fix them. I got it. And it's free 99.
Oh, what was that?
Free 99.
Oh
It's
my
free
god.
99. Free
Oh my
99.
oh, you and I, oh my gosh, I am absolutely inspired.
Oh,
What
I love you.
bakery owner, women owner fixes their own machines, does their own
Yes.
electricity and plumbing,
Build their own trucks. I do. I can.
build
Yes,
a
I can do.
truck.
I can do it all. Yeah.
That's amazing.
But I learned, you know what? It wasn't easy. I had to learn, on top of being an entrepreneur and a baker and a bartender and and a boss, and all the things that come with, like, 50 employees in a way, right? I had to learn how to, like, neuroplasticity, right? Always keep your
Yeah,
mind sharp. You keep learning, right? And
right.
so for me, it was a way to keep my mind challenged, right? And then I got to, learn how to do everything from ground up, which is rad. And then your employees respect you more because they're not sitting there waiting and stressed, and you just get her done.
Yes. And you lead with that. I'll take care of it. When you
Yes,
somebody
I
who
got it.
I got it. Don't worry
I
about
got it. Get out of my way. Get out. I'm literally the handyman at Pipe right now. I'm like no, I'm not only the CEO founder, but I'm the handyman. Where's Natalie? Just call me. I got it.
my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it feels good.
I'm bringing that over to my brain so that
Mm.
my brain will say, I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah, you are. Or just call me. I'll do it for you.
Okay, okay. So how many locations do you have right now? And what?
So right now I have let's see. So I started with Cap Hill. I get it to my sister. I departed. So I started Ballard maybe 9 years ago. Ballard and then Finney Ridge during the Corona, which was crazy but amazing. And then when the COVID hit, I cut Ballard in half and I grew my commissary bakery double, and my seats went in half, which is fine because I made a commissary out of Ballard. And then I built 3 food trucks. Well, I bought one and then built 2. So I have 3 food trucks. I got Microsoft in 2018. So I had 12 Microsoft cafes. I got CenturyLink Field, Sounders. I just got Navy vetted. So I'm military vetted, which is really cool. When the COVID hit, we did all the National Guard. We're just a chicken and apple truck. So I'm military vetted. I just got the Gorge contract. I know. So it just keeps coming. Live Nation. Yeah. So everybody likes pie and everybody wants, chicken pie, apple pie. That's all 2 things you serve in the middle of nowhere or when people are in need, like, you got it right there covered. Right. So, yeah.
It's absolute comfort food.
Yes. And, yeah, everybody has to eat. I'm 5th-generation restaurateur. So my family opened Old Time Cafe in Bellingham, Washington, right? So, and my great grandma would feed World War II and had a soup kitchen, right? So I always said in a way, right, like chicken pot pie is like chicken soup, right? So I'm 5th-generation, so it's in my blood. So, everybody has to eat, and I know we're going to go through some hard times when we have, and who doesn't like just chicken and apples? Yeah. So I feel lucky to be from such amazing stock of people that helped humanity and others, right? So it's inspiring. So I have a mobile pink pie soup kitchen, but it's chicken pot pie. Similar.
I
Yeah.
love it. So where did you get your initial idea of like, oh, I think I'm gonna do pie?
Well, I said my identical twin sister, right? She's a baker and I was a bartender, and we went to the UW, and we never used our degrees. And she has 3 kids, I had 2 kids, and we wanted to be together. So I'm like, dude, I make drinks, and I'm a business side of it, but she's an amazing baker. Like, she's the best baker, the Sad Mississippi. And I'm like, shit, we want to be together. And so we created Pie Bar, which is a unique concept because we have not only a bakery, but we have a bar, which is like, has the ambiance, right? So it took both of us to create a masterpiece, right? Two individuals that are identical twins that had we both had a master skill set that we put together, and that's how we got here, right? You can do one thing great, 2 things maybe, but yeah, we nailed it as of both of our skill set, and we put it together, and voila, you got Pie Bar.
Beautiful. So how is it? So I run my business with my sister. How is that for you? What's your experience?
We don't run the business together anymore. We've been separated for like 9 years, but I think the most important part of this journey is we started together. And so when people ask, like, what's it look like now, or what's the formula, like, what's she doing, what you doing, like, I think we're both the brainchild of this beautiful like concept, right? So I'd say like it doesn't really matter anymore. Like she opened a new she's so funny. She opened Pie Dive Bar in Snohomish. Like, she's got her own unique flavor of how she operates, and I do too, right? So I just say we're both lucky to have created an idea that has stood the test of time, and it's executed, and now we have others maintaining it, right? So, we're not business partners anymore, but we're sisters, and we love each other, and we created something really powerful and rad. So we kind of went off on our own journeys, what we have, and yeah, we respect each other, we love each other, and this industry is not for the weak. We're tough girls from Gold Bar. Yeah.
Oh, the girls from Gold Bar. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tell me about like, what have been your hardest challenges thus far in running this? Because you know it is a tough industry. So
Finding good people.
yeah,
Yeah. Finding people that care. So, it's like every day my heart, like this business is like my heart walking outside of my body, right? Like it's everything I've like, it's my whole life, my heart, my soul, right? So finding just people that care. It's hard. I mean, you have to go through probably 500 people to find that one person that really cares. So I'd say just, yeah, the loyalty. And I've been able to grow the company because I found like really just soldiers. And when we hit the COVID, right, I had some amazing soldiers. So, we bonded in that, and yeah, just finding people that care. And then, like I said, I'm not a greedy person. Like it's funny, I was laughing. In 11 years, I think I've taken like $25,000 out of the company. It's literally like we call it Natalie's nonprofit, but really it's, what I get to like employ so many amazing people and I get to change lives and inspire and mentor. And I think giving back to humanity, that's the most important part of this, right? Is for me, it's legacy and being able to give people the chance and opportunity to grow and do things that they wouldn't have been offered because they don't fit into a pedigree, right? Like a company is no one, no one has to have a college degree. All you have to have like smarts, loyalty, drive, and like there's no perfect candidate that like Pie Bar is known to, no one, we're a company that hires, I think I might be the only hetero person in my company. But all colors, walks of life, we don't care, right? We've created our own family, right? So it's in a way like, Pie Bar's a family. And we've never required any formal training other than just come every day with your heart and your loyalness and you know yeah, so does that make sense, kind of?
completely relate because I have that in my business too, where it's a place for flourishing. It's a place
Yes.
and I think that's what um, is a hidden gem about running a food business.
Yeah, you get all walks of life, and there's such gifts and just like treasures, right? Yeah.
And the creative impulse, to have that space to be able to express your creative, you know, imperative of your soul is
Yeah, special. You
incredible.
get to watch people flourish, right, blossom,
Yes.
and you give them the opportunity, and the people that take it, it's been amazing and rewarding to watch them flourish.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
and see young people find their power, and their
Yeah.
skills and their voice.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's giving back, right? Really is
Yeah.
like giving back. Yeah.
It's so beautiful. I love it. I love it. And this is one of the main this is a third generation in the bakery business. And what I love, and I always tell people this, what I love about the bakery business is that it is a business with heart. When you meet people who own bakeries, there's no pretense because we're all in it digging our, dirty hands. It's
Ugh.
just we let
24-hour operation. Blood, sweat, tears, 24-hour operation.
oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It is not for the weak hearted. And
No.
it's really a labor of love in a lot of ways. And in
Yes.
these special entrepreneurial businesses, and there's a reason why I wanted to do this podcast, just because I have all of you as my friends who are in this business together. And it's like when you meet somebody who owns a bakery or runs a bakery, you know that you can trust them, you can rely on them,
Yeah. They show up.
and they're authentic.
Yes.
Hard
And
to
you know what? You have a quirky, we're all a
yeah,
bunch of quirky whack jobs, like whatever. No, we're a bunch of quirky whack jobs. Like, right? It's yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you create your own family. A bakery, it's a family. It's
it
a
is.
family affair. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's a calling too, because it's like you could be anything else, right? You could do other things. But
Yeah.
I just like I want to make cake and you want to make pie. Although I also want to make pie. I love pie.
We can share. We're like, we'll just trade off. It's fine.
Right. I'll switch over, switch up, and all that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Natalie, what are your like in the future? What are your plans? Like, what's the
So I just franchised the company, which is it's a as an entrepreneur, you never really know what you're doing, but you're like, shit. I'm like, God, I franchised my company. Oh shit, here we go. It took me about 8 months. It's a lot of paperwork, and I think the biggest part of this next step, because you're creating a business off a business off a business, and I branched out right, obviously into brick and mortar. So I franchised brick and mortar, and I franchised the food trucks, right? So I go to Vegas and Austin in October. So for me, just getting the first 5 people in is the most important, and don't rush it. So, um, it's been a long journey, 11 years. So just finding the right people. So I've taken the people who've been with me the longest, which is so fun and amazing to do. And I've promoted within the company. So I have 2 amazing women, or mainly a woman owned company. Tracy is taking Finney Ridge January 1st, and Olivia's taking Ballard January 1st. So I'm selling my company within and franchising it, proving the model with amazing women that've been with me for, almost a decade. So pretty special. So, yeah. And then the food truck. So proving the model within, and then the food truck. I have an amazing woman named Brooklyn that's taking these trucks to Austin and Vegas and proving the model, and being able to give these women the opportunity and watching them fly is, oh man, I feel like a proud mama. So
amazing? That's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, pretty rad. I'm lucky. I'm lucky to find those angels. Lots of people you go through, but you find your angels. You find your needle in the haystack, and then you keep them, and you get to watch them fly. So, anyways, I don't know. We're a women-owned company, and to be able to inspire and give women the opportunity and watch them fly. Man. So if pick your mini me's, I got 3 mini me's, and man, it's so rewarding to watch them. And man, I'm a proud mama,
I
proud pie
love it.
mama.
Love it so much. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I can't wait to talk to you more about that and
Yes.
see how the franchise goes. And I'm so inspired.
Yes.
I
It's
want
not easy. You just got to
I know.
find your
And you also
your
have
perfect
kids.
people.
Yeah, you also have kids. So not only
Yes.
do you have at work, but you have
I
two
have
little mini.
actually, yes, I have 2 little mini, but they're amazing. So my daughter is, so both my kids are deaf, right? So I was a stay-home mom for 9 years. They both have cochlear implants. They are my inspiration every day. Like my daughter is the number one. She made Little League World Series. She's the number one best softball player. I'm gonna cry in like the
Oh,
world. And my son's got like full ride to Yale for baseball. And they're like, not only are they like superhumans, like with what they face with, but like they have golden hearts and they help humanity. Like they really are special kids. So I'm a lucky mom. Yeah. When life throws you something and you think it's, like when I found out they were deaf, right? Both of them, right? Ended up being deaf. But man, I was so scared. And it's ended up being the best gift that, yeah, I could ever, like, I'm so lucky to know them. And yeah, they inspire me every day. Yeah. And my son's running one of the trucks at the gorge this summer. So watching him, he's already started 2 companies and he's 17 years old, right? So watching them, yeah, be inspired and thrive and be little entrepreneurs themselves, right? Pretty rad.
That is amazing. And what do you think, like, what can you attribute that to, you think? I mean, it's not easy to
Yeah.
raise incredible kids, have a flourishing business. No, it hasn't been easy. Like, what
Yeah.
through all the hard days and through all the challenges, what has grounded you and
Yeah, I think every day, right? Every day they see me wake up and like inspire. There's days I want to cry or scream, like God, I just I keep stay positive, right? Like just stay positive, right? Like there's nothing that can break you or there's no wham life. Like you gotta get up and you gotta stay positive, right? So just positivity, stay vibrating high. There's days where, they're bummed out or I'm bummed out, but yeah, we stay positive for each other, right? So it's vibrate high. Yeah. And they see me, fight, 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 don't give up. Yeah. Just don't let anyone steal your sunshine. And every day you got to give your sunshine to other people. And that's what makes the world go round.
well, you're giving sunshine to me right now. Like every I'm always like, "Oh my gosh." You
Yeah.
my
Aw,
heart, Natalie, you really do.
love you. Thanks for doing this. I don't usually speak about like everything because yeah, you're just so in the moment and being an entrepreneur, you don't really have time to reflect on what you've done, right? 'Cause I'll wake up and be like, what do you mean? I'm going to Austin. I don't know where's Austin? Like, we don't really we just do stuff. We don't really think about it. We just do it, right?
Oh, I know.
So,
I mean, I don't know what's up or down. Like, sometimes I'm just like, what do we get ourselves into?
yeah. I say to my daughter, like, just jump and don't think, right? And then just give your positive love to the world and karma will lead you the way you need to go, right? Just yeah. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
There's brilliance in surrendering,
Yes, correct.
which is so hard for somebody like who runs a business and everybody relies on you and thinks that you know exactly what to do and
You never know. I mean,
no.
you're flying by the seat of your pants all the time and you're just like, shit, I hope this works out. Well, shit, pivot. That didn't work out. Okay, go this way. It's the people,
Exactly.
right? You just
Yep.
got to create your family and checks and balances are the people that stay with you long term, right? And I always say like build your life like you would a military, right? Like they're your army, right? And you gotta all go together, you go together, man.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
I'm so excited to get together with you in person.
Yes, I love you. Thanks for just interviewing me.
Yeah,
I'm
I have one last question before I let you go.
ready to go.
You were to If you were to meet your younger self,
Yes.
what would you tell
Be nice to yourself. Love yourself and be nice to yourself. Yeah. And like, I don't know, stay positive because manifestation, staying positive, yeah, it'll all work out. Don't over rotate on what won't work out, right? Just always stay positive and nice to yourself. How's that?
I love it. I love it. I think I totally agree. I was meditating today and I was thinking the only task that we have here is to learn to love ourselves because in loving ourselves, we love
Yeah. It's hard. I mean, you know what? Anyone can say like, "Oh, that's easy." We're like, "Well, shit, you gotta try every day." But yeah, if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else, right? And that's what makes the world go round. So we're all one, one ball of love.
Oh, so
Love
beautiful.
you, boo.
Thank you. So everybody, if you want to reach Natalie or eat one of her pies, you can find her.
Don't forget the booze, sugar and booze.
Oh yeah, pie and booze at piebar.com, correct?
You got it. Yeah.
And one more thing. What's your favorite podcast? And are you reading any books today?
Me? So I don't listen to podcasts and I don't read. Hilarious. Maybe that's why I'm what I do.
That's awesome.
I'm a blank slate.
I love
Yeah.
it.
I do outdoorsy stuff. I go fast. I have fast cars. I go on jet skis. I go outdoors. I hike mountains. They call me Dora the Explorer, right? I'm always if I'm not running the company, I'm climbing Mount McKinley.
I love
Being in
it.
nature. Yeah.
Hey, I love it. And I can't wait to go on an adventure with you. Thank you so
It's
much.
happening. It's happening.
Yes.
I'm gonna steal you like tomorrow and fix your equipment.
Yes, I will. I'm serious. I will text you.
You better. I know you will, and I'm gonna do it.
So much.
Thanks, Boo. I love you.
Love
Thanks
you.
for having me. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the Celebrity Gourmet Podcast. We'll see you again next time, and be sure to click subscribe to get future episodes.